Okay, here we go. So, hi and stuff. Yeah, great way to start this off. Sure, okay, yeah. Basically, what you're watching right now, this is a kind of a devlog, sort of thing. Something I haven't done before ever. And I guess something I wanted to try out real quick. Just something different, something new. And hopefully, like, as I'm doing this, it kind of encourages me to, kind of work a bit more, I guess, kind of show progress of stuff I'm working on. So, yeah, basically that. Kind of an explanation. There is an old project back when I was in college that I worked on, which I really enjoyed working on. I titled it Monitor Smashing. It's basically the goal is like you have these enemy monitors that kind of spawn in like different spots, and then you as a player wield it with the bat, and you're supposed to go, hit the smash the monitors, because they're evil, and they're out to get you, and there's millions of them. So I thought it'd be a fun little project I can do with the class in particular, Portfolio 2, it was essentially like that was the class where we had to get all of our portfolio stuff put together so we can have like a kind of like a little. I'm trying to think like not an award show, like essentially like a portfolio show. Like it's like we set up all of our game demos and then we have people come in, try it out, look at the work we've done throughout the year, and if we get insanely lucky, then like someone very special would come in and check it out. And we give like business cards, and then they just go on and from there. But obviously nothing ever came of that because yeah, we didn't have quite the best classes. I will admit that. Big waste of lots of money, but that's for another topic for another year. So anyway. I guess like enough talking about the past of that. So essentially, like I was kind of going through my my old backups. I've been looking through my old portfolio again, which actually is uploaded on my YouTube channel, so you could definitely spot it on there. And I managed to find the old project files for when I was working on the game. So I'll actually swap the camera over in a second and kind of show exactly what I found here. So, here we go. This is basically, yep, old college projects, Portfolio 2. This is my third project of that. So that was neat. And then we got like all the folders in there. Like when I was making the models, that was when I had 3ds Max at the time. I don't have that anymore. And then converted FBX so I can actually, port them into Unity. I could try to open these, but it's not recognized under Microsoft's 3D model thingy for some reason. I'll have to find a viewer for that sometime, but yeah. Got renders. I think it's just oh yeah, this thing. It's just a little render of the little computer enemy monitor thing. Does it show up? I double clicked on it. Oh, there it is. Okay. So yep, there's the little guy. Cute little guy. So, yeah. Alright, so there's that. That's cool. UV is just all the, UV textures. Nothing important there. And then web player, because at the time I would have this uploaded on on like a portfolio website in which you would be able to play on there. Unfortunately, like the web player is not too much of a thing anymore. It's not compatible with most browsers anyway, so it's not really worth keeping in that format. Any event, so essentially, once I open that up, of course, then we come out with this thing here. Here we go. The glorious 1080p here, which my old laptop was not at 1080p. It was a 1200p. So, that was a joke. So, yeah. I've made a couple small updates since then, just to kind of see if some of the stuff still worked, and it actually works pretty flawlessly. Is basically I can actually run this. I can do that right now. And it actually works kind of the way intended. Going back to scene form. So you still got like the animation and walking animation, which I did create for the original game. but I can never get it implemented within the 2 weeks I had to create the thing, so that was tough. And here's the game itself. As you can see, I can move around, and 2 seconds ago the camera moved with you. What's going on? Be consistent. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, when I run this game, like, sometimes the camera follows you, which is I don't remember if it was intended to stay still like this, or if the camera was meant to follow you around, but depending on which version you find, it's what you're gonna see. Anyway, you can play this all one-handed. You just got like spacebar for hit, and then of course WASD to walk around. I think you can use arrow keys. Okay, yeah, you can. Okay, so I just use the standard movement controls. But anyway, we can actually start the game. Let's see, F2 does that, so there we go. Oh, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here they come. Oh yeah, just gotta like smash them. Have little smashing animation. They like crunch and then like fall into pieces. So I was pretty impressed with how this turned out. These, I don't know why I made 60 seconds. I feel like it's a little bit too long in my opinion. Maybe I could have shortened it up. Nope, I'm not good at this. Ah, yeah, there we go. 3, 2. Let these last 2. And there we go. When game's over, they just kind of fall over. Okay, but score of 3,200, not bad. I think my top's 3,800 from recent memory when I was playing this. But yeah, that's just basically the game. Something short, something simple, something manly, just to show it's like, hey, I make a game, I can do stuff to make the game happen, and then, you know, game design. But now, you might be asking, it's like, well, the game's perfect in this regard, like, what do you think needs to be updated? Well, it's like, well, mainly, one, obviously, I want to get that walking animation, actually implemented. Second thing is, stuff and things, I don't know. Kind of update the graphics a little bit, because, like, obviously, the player character is just colored red. And, I feel like I do a lot better than that. Also, the animation is just, like, the back stays completely still on, like, all the animations. Here's the thing, though. So what I wanted to do originally was, because this is running in Unity 3. Let me see which version specifically. I think there's there we go. Yeah, Unity 3, 355. So, there's that. Pretty old, 2011, around that time. So, yeah, definitely kind of old. So I wanted to do it in one of the, like, the newer versions of Unity, so just out of curiosity, I decided to port it into the 2018 version, and yeah, it broke. So, this kind of leads me to do 2 things right now. It's either one, you know, I basically, you know, just go back to sticking to, like, an older version of Unity and just kind of finishing up what I wanted to do. Or I have to remake the game completely from scratch, basically, if I were to do it in here. Because I still want to update all the models as well as the textures, of course. Which, by the way, like, the low poly graphics, this is all intentional. I was trying to go for, like, a kind of a classic-y PlayStation look. So I've been making a little bit of progress with getting the 2018 version to work. So a little bit easier than I anticipated. Just a couple simple things, like when I imported the miles, I had to change the scale factor, which I think you had to do in the original program anyway. Re-put the animations in again, but I still have to, like, redo them because they're marked as a legacy at this point. So I'm gonna, like, redo the models anyway, so it's just, you know, just mainly just getting something kind of in a workable state, but, essentially, I got it to a somewhat, it'll boot now. So we got over here, just, yeah, just had to, like, redo everything, but essentially, if I press play now, stuff will happen, which is good. Like, I can at least move around, which is neat. The animation doesn't play, and I think I'll crash the game if I hit the space bar. Yeah, I crashed it by doing that, so, actually, let's, scrap all that. It's, starting to get to a point where it's just, like, I have to basically redo everything anyway. because my programming style has changed a ton since I've done these before. So it's like just might as well start from scratch. It's kind of nice I was able to find my original project, just kind of see like where it came from essentially, and yeah, I've definitely improved since then. Um, yeah, starting over it is. Woohoo! This will be interesting. Made a little bit of progress today. I've got a character on screen, moves around, you know, pretty standard stuff. Yeah. Also, controller support, obviously. Very easy to do that, of course. I don't have it set to, like, move with a camera position, of course, because I don't plan to have this, like, doing anything extravagant as far as, like, for that goes. So I don't think I have to program, like, if camera is here, go forward instead or something. I don't know. Just overthinking this. What I am trying to do, though, is try to be a bit more organized with my, naming conventions here. Like, here I got all the scenes, lighting, objects all labeled with suffixes, so I can see from like a quick glance, oh yeah, that's the camera, that's the light, and so on. And even my assets too, like materials are marked like that, scenes, scripts, textures, you know, things like that. And let's see, Visual Studio, here we go. Okay. And then just with my coding, I was trying to see if I could separate my functions, like instead of just lumping all the like the movement stuff in one spot, I got it separated for like move player, get inputs, and then move the camera, you know. So separate it out so I can find them easier and stuff like that. Also shortcut for rigid body because I'm lazy like that. Also rigid body because I prefer that over the character controller. I find character controllers to be a little bit more loose and rigid body to be more rigid. And that's where I'm going to probably end things off for today. So I really hope you enjoyed this. I'll probably be touching on it during my breaks over the week, so I can get a little bit of progress out of it at least. But I plan to try to do this on a weekly basis when I can, just to see if you know, just try to get me motivated to kind of actually, you know, start working on the thing versus just leaving it around for like a month or so and then completely forgetting where I left off. In any event, so thank you for watching. Just please stick around for more, and yeah, good times. Woo. I need to find a way better than this off. Alright, and I forgot to mention I do have a coffee page now, so if you want to go ahead and check out the link in the description, you can find my coffee page, buy me a coffee, do whatever, the tips will help very much, I appreciate anything, and yeah, it's going to be great. Trying to make a living out of this, and got some somewhere, you know, if you get what I'm saying, so hopefully that'll help out. So yeah, food. I'm thinking like food. I have to go make food. Yeah.